Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the Forgotten City, where today we're just getting eyed by this weirdo. It's just not, don't stare at strangers in this way. This is not friendly. I think he thinks he's being friendly. That is not what is happening. So like, from an investigation perspective, what we should try to do...
This part of my shop is off limits, even for you, my sartorial friend.
This part over here that you haven't even hung a curtain, my dude. What would be very useful for us is to find like a very natural position you've contorted yourself into. A sample of his handwriting, right? It would be good if we could just like figure out. Hi, yes, I know you're looking at me. It's all very scary. We need to figure out which one of these people is the laser printer that is harassing our dear friend over there, who we've spent all of 3 minutes with. What is this? What is this place? It's locked is what it is. This does not seem like the kind of game... Like, you're not really given the kinds of mobility tools, I think, to be, like, climbing around in... Oh, hello. Climbing around and finding your way through windows and stuff. That bag's not significant? It looks like it should be. Yeah. But who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find a way around the sides of some of these buildings. I certainly, at the very least, want to try with the temple up on the hill. We're gonna give it an honest shot. No? Nothing? Okay. No obvious way in here. I mean, no big surprises on that, right? It's a bottle. Garum, a fermented fish sauce used as a condiment. It gives off a faint, salty aroma. And also some words. I am not whatever kind of archaeologist I would need to be able to read that. Okay, these people are having a mighty good time, it looks like. Can I climb up? Ooh, maybe. Nope, big invisible walls. Okay, there we go. Traversal. Awkward. Nope, getting around the thing. Okay. There are stairs right here. It's not like I need to climb up the cliff. It's a video game, you know? I wanna jump around and make a fool of myself. A fountain producing fresh water, which is coming from the aqueduct behind it. If water can enter the city via the aqueducts, perhaps there's also a way to escape through them. It does seem like it must be possible. I'm not gonna be able to do it here, because as we can see, the water is being produced by that flat stone wall. Hi, how you doing? Do you want me to fill that for you, or... Because I could... Okay, no. She seems reluctant to drop it. A wooden bucket. Seems like the owner dropped it while fetching water and tragically never picked it up again. That is tragic. That's what that word means. It's wild that I can't, like... I don't know. This is, again, another thing that is just kind of like video games, and it's not fair necessarily to expect every video game to adhere to these rules. But it feels like I should be able to pick stuff up and carry it around. You know, like if I had the bucket, perhaps we could use it to disable the assassins so that I could take his bow. You know, we could let him run past us, and then we just throw it over his head from behind. And as we all know, video game NPCs do not operate very, very well when they have a bucket over their head. He'd be all, hey, who turned out the lights? And then, you know. Oh, can't even climb over small bits of furniture easily. Ow. I accidentally jumped myself into the brazier. So yeah, it looks like we're probably not going to be able to clamber around the temple here and find a way inside. We are told to get a bow. It's not super clear to me how that's going to help. Well, there's more city to explore. I guess let's just keep going places until an answer presents itself. I gotta say, though, at the moment, I am not, well, it's probably too early to pass judgment. Let's just continue on. Actually, yeah, we should see who else is in this market area, right? Hi. What are you doing? What are we looking at? Is it the tree?
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
They really have a variety of accents around here. Hold on a second. Do you know how to make a bow? Is that a thing that could you
Any
perhaps
news about my secret admirer?
could you perhaps be convinced?
Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it'll take time. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
I am not even allowed to ask. Okay, I'll be going.
Nice to talk to you.
Yes, I imagine it was. I'm very charismatic. Alright, so... Boo! So this guy just stands outside his shop. The priestess, okay. Guy just stands outside his shop waiting for Virgil to show up and then kind of just wanders away. I don't know where he went. Okay. Well, whatever. It's probably not important. Let's just go through his things really quickly. Obviously not stealing anything. A sculpture of Ares, the Greek god of war, known to the Romans as Mars. Okay. Well. We've gotten to the point where I am not the least bit creeped out by the,
Sad. Am I going to die in here?
I don't think so, my friend. It's election day today. Perhaps our new magistrate will be kinder than Sentius and let you out.
I hope so. Galerius, what happens when you die?
You're not going to die anytime soon, Dooley.
My mother told me, when you die, a ferryman helps you cross a river and your spirit lives on in the underworld. Is that true?
Well, yes, but...
Is it true that if you were good, you get to go to Elysium, but if you were bad, you get punished forever and ever in Tartarus?
Something like that, but...
If I die and go to Tartarus because they say I've been bad?
I'm not going to let that happen to you, Dooley. I promise.
Thank you, Galerius. Thank you.
Now, I have more work to do, but I'll visit you again soon, alright?
Alright, Galerius. See you then.
Imagine a god who thinks that any kind of theft, no matter how little, and also any minor act of violence is worth destroying a city over, but that it's okay to imprison a person.
Hello?
Yeah, hi. What's your deal?
My name's Dooley. I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up.
It does not seem like Dooley is mentally entirely on top of the situation here.
I don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure.
Did somebody think you were going to steal something?
Yes. But I wasn't. I was just looking.
And that's all.
They said I did it. More than once. but I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy.
You mean a liability?
Yes. They said I have to live here now, and gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words. Do you think you could read it for me?
Letter from Sentius to Dooley. I'm writing you in relation to your incorrigible antisocial behavior arising from your obsession with an alleged lost treasure. While I am sympathetic to your plight and the passing of your guardian Hannibal some weeks ago, I wish to impress upon you an important message. The treasure you seek does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems likely you simply misremembered. More importantly, since you have on several occasions been caught trespassing, including around the cisterns, which are strictly off-limits to all citizens, I have reluctantly come to the conclusion that you are a liability to this community and must have your freedom limited lest you break the golden rule. It is my hope that this letter will assist you to remember why you are incarcerated should you experience further lapses in memory. So it's not just imprisonment, it's kind of like really shitty imprisonment. Again, it feels to me like this ought to be against some kind of rule. It says they caught you trespassing several times and they locked you up to stop you breaking the golden rule.
My treasure.
What? Okay, what is this treasure?
My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad. He said if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find it. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns, but when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me, except my friend Galerius and Ek, the priestess lady. She's a nice lady.
Okay, if you give me the key, I could try to find out what it unlocks.
Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust. But maybe you could help me get out of here. Then I would trust you a lot.
I wonder if they, like, sort of did the voice direction on this and actually recorded these lines, figuring that people would usually skip his performance, because, good lord. Alright, let me talk to the magistrate about getting you out of here.
Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what.
Yeah, it seemed like a terrible plan, frankly, but it was the only one I was allowed to pick. Alright, maybe I'll just break you out?
What about the rules? I don't want everyone to get in trouble because I was bad.
Yeah, it's a good question, actually. Then maybe it's time we had a new magistrate is the only thing I'm allowed to say.
Like, Galerius? He's nice. I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything. If you help make him magistrate, he can get me out of here, and I can give you the key to my treasure. Hannibal said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high and very precious.
Yeah, I guess I'll get right on it. This seems like the most promising, like, lead on something actually interesting that we've had yet. There's a lot of other vague stuff going on, like with the aqueducts and whatnot.
Bye-bye.
I'll get right on it. I'll get right on it, and then I'm still going to go look around. So, like, is it the case that the assassin thing is just never going to happen if we don't go over there and provoke the assassin? Okay, I can't actually walk around here. I did not...
Hello.
To be clear...
Have we met before?
You don't press a button to begin conversation with Dooley. You just walk too close to the cage and it just happens to you. I'll be going now.
Bye-bye.
Yep. All right. So, there's this other note. I did not do it, Dooley. Wow, you really pressed down while writing that. He's the only person in the whole town who actually writes things with his hand. A ceramic bowl full of urine, which ancient Romans used because of its ammonia content to wash and bleach their clothes. Don't you just love the fresh scent of clean clothing? Yeah, no, I know. All right, okay. Yep, see what I can do. Do not go in there.
Why?
Just because I just trust me.
All right, fine. Come and find me in my bakery instead. Please be careful.
Weirdly easy to to change her mind. If I go in there, will the rocks fall on me? I'm very curious. Shrine may collapse at any moment. That's certainly true. Just like stop you dead, take control of the camera, set you up in the correct place, and then it's very much like a death in an FMV game from 30 years ago. Alright, anyway, where did it... Okay, it saved us right after we talked to her. Alright, I have very little interest in that. How do we figure out where... Alright. They really want me to talk to the priestess. Is this... Yes, this is openable. Howdy.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that Culus cubulatus decius won't give it to me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I wish I could help. I'm sure I can help.
It's too late. She just slipped away.
Wow, that was just wild timing. What happened?
She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally, I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, it's possible that whoever is in charge here, whoever is Wizard of Ozing the Golden Rule, is not actually omnipotent, or not actually omniscient, and they missed whatever happened to her. It's also possible that some people are allowed to break the Golden Rule. Again, I would point out the imprisonment is like very weird. It's also possible that she just literally means a snake. All right, well, is there something I can do to help?
Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the Golden Rule will stop me from marching up to that Genetricum Fututo and scratching his eyes out.
Yep, I'll see what I can do. Interesting that she's the only person that I've had the ability to ask about the statues. Hey, I keep hearing all these statues whispering to me. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal. There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her.
Was it the priestess?
But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
You know, just forget I said anything.
Anything about what?
Okay, she's very good at that. Can we talk about Yulia?
Sure. What do you want to know?
That's a great question. So it's clearly not against the golden rule to commit suicide. We know that. Is there any reason why she might have wanted to die?
I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolas' villa, and they are quite secretive.
Okay, well that sounds like a reason. Do you think she was poisoned, or could it be self-inflicted?
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
But what if it actually was just a snake? Do you know what poisoned her?
Hemlock, I believe.
A snake that mixed hemlock into her drink.
Gladly.
What's your deal?
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
I'm fascinated. Could you please tell me some more about Nevia?
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician. But she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed, and he's in constant pain.
Who? Also, a real thorn in the paw situation is a funny way to describe a thing by which she just seems to mean a problem, like literally any problem, I suppose you could say, is a thorn in the paw situation.
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary.
So
He's
it's the
become so
gladiator, huh?
irritable that the smallest things set him off, and I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
You know, I'm a little embarrassed to admit that it didn't occur to me until partway through her talking about Nevia here. But he sees through their eyes. I guess I was sort of just interpreting it in a more metaphorical way. I thought the magic whisper is being poetic. But what if he can literally, what if whoever is in charge here can literally only see things that are within eyeshot of the statues? Because, like, when we stole from the chest in, I've already forgotten his name, even though we've said it a bunch, Sentius. When we stole from the chest in Sentius's place, I think that one golden statue that's in his place could see us. So it's possible that whoever poisoned this person here just did it in a place where there aren't any statues. And it's also possible that Nevia has shut herself up in the palace on the hill because she figured out there aren't any statues in there, or she was able to, like, move them out. Like, maybe the deal is she's just got a spot where the statues can't see her, and she's intending to live out the rest of her days there. You know what? I'll get right on it. This is the thing. This is the quest that I care about the most.
Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Oh,
Let me know how you go.
The last thing she said was, I need to find Nevia, but nobody knows how to get into the palace. So I thought that's what I was setting markers for. I don't care about the rheumatism. A collection of barbaric-looking medical implements, including forceps and shears. It's very judgmental. You know, these are important medical shears. You got some herbs here, various dried and ground substances. You're having a good time, it looks like. Are you going to turn and look at me? No, not this one.
May Apollo keep you safe.
Indeed. Okay, this person has nothing on them. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in... I'm primarily interested in the Nevia thing. So I wonder if there is... I wonder if there's a chest somewhere that we could steal from that isn't in view of a statue so that we could test this theory. I think that is actually something that has a relatively high priority. Howdy.
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
Okay, what's your deal?
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province.
I can't talk long. Here's my entire family history.
Now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
Okay, none of that is interesting. Why are you still wearing your armor?
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
And you reckon that armor is going to protect you from God. Okay. And we know why he doesn't have a weapon, but...
Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
How do you end up here?
Same way as everyone else.
Fell in the river. He talks, about as much as some other people we've met.
Love springtime.
I mean, obviously not Galerius, but...
If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
Maybe he's the one with the rheumatism.
Nobody is supposed to know about that. Did Lucretia tell you?
I figured it out on my own.
Gah. Look.
He bought that, huh?
I haven't been at my best lately. All my joints ache constantly, and the pain. It has a way of messing with your head. I get stirred up by things that shouldn't bother me, and then there's the statues, and my doubts about my faith. And I just want to scream. You want to help me? Do what Lucretia hasn't been able to do. And find me something to make the pain go away. Until then, get out of my face.
And that level of rudeness doesn't break the golden rule? Come on. So we still haven't actually managed to track down the guy who wanted the bow. Is this shop open? Okay, yeah.
I'm hiding.
Hi. Yeah, I know. We talked earlier, remember?
Did you stop him?
No.
Well, what are you waiting for?
I mean, it's literally not a thing I need to hurry on. It's very easy. A circular loaf of bread designed to be pulled apart into wedges. It appears to be freely available to anyone who wants it. And also, it kind of looks a little bit like a cheeseburger, the way she's tied it up, so that's good marketing. Well, hamburger, I suppose. Wow. I pressed jump and I just sort of levitated all the way up onto the table. A Roman recipe for bread. Let's see. The tale of the red Lizalfos. A generous pinch of yeast, a pinch of salt. Okay. This is just a recipe for bread. This is not interesting to read. Is there anything on the back? Nope. Again, everybody just presses down really hard when they write. I don't know. Maybe that's historically accurate.
Shh, I'm hiding.
Oh, okay. You'd be hiding a lot better if you didn't loudly cry out, "Shh, I'm hiding," every time somebody gets near you. Let me, I guess Sentius's place is all the way up there, huh? I was gonna say, it would probably be a good idea for us to go to Sentius's place and verify that we were indeed visible to one of the statues when we stole his money. Hey, Galerius, you want to be
Fortune
king?
smile on you, sister. Ah, it's you again. Hope you're settling in, friend. Now, what's on your mind?
Not that I've been given much of a choice, but have you ever thought about running for magistrate?
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the election stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. And that's good enough for me.
You know, friend, I don't think Malleolus is going to help Dooley. He does not seem like the kind of person who is into helping people.
And how could you know that? I mean, I don't like the man, but I don't see how you could know a thing like that.
I don't... It's wild that I can't just lie to him and say that I already talked to Malleolus about it. I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I suppose you're right.
No, you weren't supposed to take that seriously. Alright, I'll be going.
All right. See you around.
Let's just... Did we speak to Equitia already? The priestess is Equitia, right? This is what the part where, like, the fact that I played the first episode of this and then got really sick and didn't play it again for 3 days is going to play havoc with my memory. Well, let's have a look around here. Okay. The aqueducts. Clearly, water is flowing in around here. Let's see. Yeah, everybody seems to. Steal is bad, take is fine. It's a fine line. Okay, so that's just the temple. And we have definitely gone up here, obviously. Well, I mean, like... So way up atop the aqueducts is exactly the kind of place where we might, in theory, be able to find a way out. The water must be coming in up here somewhere, right? Do we have to get off the aqueduct in the place where I have been, or is there a way to... Is there a way to follow it further? No, it comes to an end over here. All of the statues turning to watch me as I run past is, if you think about it, actually a very funny image. So hold on. Can I go just around this side and continue to follow the aqueduct, or are we... Can't push this big conspicuous boulder. So yeah, we're off of the aqueduct now, right? Yeah, and we've totally been over here. So, whatever I was supposed to see as far as potential ways out go, up there, I did not see it. And then we're just here again. I don't feel like we've made any compelling progress on any of these quest lines in terms of, like, stuff that would allow us to speak to important people differently. Like, there's no way we're going to be able to convince the assassin to give up his bow. We just don't... Well, we don't have anything here. Could you try a little harder, please? There was at least one chest in this building, right? Oh, here. Okay, hold on. I am definitely not visible to any statues right now. So here's a test. Okay.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Run, Sentius, run! Ow. Interesting that I do not get turned to gold immediately. It seems like their arrows instantly turn everybody else to gold. But I just take not even that much damage. I could eat another one of those. Okay, so we got some confirmation there at least. I feel like that was useful information. You know what we've not really done is go left here without Galerius leading us. Oh wow, they do not even let you get past him.
Salve, friend.
Yep. I'm someone and I got lost.
Oh, is that right? Well, just make sure you don't get lost in any other sacred places you're not supposed to be. Can't have you disrespecting the gods by accident, can we now? But listen,
okay, mildly
most
threatening.
folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one.
And judgmental.
So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
The facial acting says desperation, but the actual dialogue says I'm being threatened. I was thinking this while we were talking with the person whose name I can't remember already with the rheumatism. The facial animations in this game are just like extremely not up to the task of representing the things the characters are supposed to be saying and feeling. Look, don't worry about me. I know what I'm doing.
All right, friend. Suit yourself. Just don't do anything too reckless till you've spoken with Magistrate Sentius in his villa down there. See you around.
Galerius is for real not at all concerned about what this stranger might be up to in a way that's, like, frankly, quite irresponsible. First time I saw a new person in town, if it was set up the way things are set up here, if the rules worked the way they seem to, I would be downright begging them to please listen to me about the rules and to take this very seriously.
You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come.
Okay, this place is accepted like in the neighborhood of 24 souls. That's not all of them, I guarantee you. What's your story?
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, she very much seems to be talking about the statues, right? Do you know a way out of here?
There is only a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions.
Oh, hell. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'll go to hell. That sounds pretty metal. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
The bloodless shadows. This is their punishment.
Right. That's it? That's less information than I have.
The newly arrived are ignorant of the road before them.
Everybody here is very judgmental. They should put that in the rules. That's the second golden rule. Don't be a dick to a stranger for no
Cerberus
reason.
lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll
it's the
scare away
same.
my customers.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
Hi, we haven't talked much.
Ah, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit.
Is your neck
I'm
okay?
Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's a light in your eyes I've never seen before, a certain learning and sophistication.
Yeah, I mean that's not really how education works. I'm cool to be hit on. You're as charming as you are beautiful. Is your neck okay? I don't want to ruin the vibe, but it just seems like somebody kind of like grabbed your head slider and just sort of like, no, you're probably fine.
Ugh, coming on a bit strong, don't you think?
Me? You first of all, you came on to me, and secondly, you were way clumsier about it.
I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern?
What's your story? It's weird to like go back to friendly conversation after that, but fine. What's your story?
Ugh, let it go. Nothing's going to happen between us.
Okay. Do you know a way out of here?
You know, normally, I'd expect you to buy me a drink before asking if I want to get out of here.
She seems to have forgotten about the thing that just happened. All right. The construction of this game not really holding up in my opinion. I was asking about an escape from the city.
I guess that went right over your head. Never mind. As a matter of fact, I do know a way out. I'm happy to tell you all about it, but this is valuable information we're talking about, and I don't just give it out like some cheap oracle. So, how badly do you want it? Is it worth, say, 1,000 denarii to you?
Seems to be the magic number around here. If you have a way out, wouldn't you have used it yourself?
Simple. It's a one-way trip, and I'm not ready to go just yet. I like my life here. One day, maybe, but not now.
I mean, it's trivial to get 1,000 denarii, right? We've already done it once, basically by accident, and we could just loop and rob the same couple of chests over and over again. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm just going to give her the money because I'm really curious what she'll say.
Ah, I'm impressed. Didn't take you long to gather quite the little fortune. And now for my end of the bargain. Here is your way out.
She's going to be like, the door. Ah, hemlock. Fantastic. What is this?
This is hemlock. Drink this and your life will be over in no time. Because the only way out of here is death. Congratulations on your purchase.
Yeah, I'll be needing a refund, thanks.
Sorry, a deal's a deal. No refunds.
So the thing is, this is just as much theft as me taking a thing from a chest, I feel like. This is obviously a scam. How has it not broken the golden rule?
I offered to sell you a way out, and I did. It's death. There's nothing illegal about that. And I should know. This isn't exactly the first time I've made this deal, and it won't be the last.
Oh, I don't know about that. Well, give me my money or I'll tell everyone about your scam. It's probably the case that everybody here already knows, right? Let's say it anyway.
There's a reason everyone else who bought my way out has kept it quiet. And it's that they didn't want everyone else to know just how foolish they'd been. Do you?
I'm fine with it, actually. Who would not be fine with that? This is an absurd suggestion. All right, well, this isn't over.
Oh, I think it is. Pleasure doing business with you.
It's really ridiculous that they don't give you an option to get out of the conversation that isn't a weird, idle threat. The game's writers have really made some assumptions about your character.
Beautiful.
No, you don't like me. Did you...
You stay away from my money.
She's got some kind of... She is easily as forgetful as Dooley. Large vat for brewing beer, for a certain definition of large, and I guess a certain definition of vat. A sculpture of Minerva, the Roman goddess of strategy. It's like her... like the quibble that she makes about like, oh no, I said it would be a way out and it is a way out. Like, it's objectively not a way out, right? It's a way of being left here forever. Like, I'm very curious what the actual justification for the design of the golden rule is going to be. Okay, I am allowed to steal this, and if I steal it, I will have it next loop, right? And I can't even look in her chest without it. So we take it, right? That causes the thing.
Many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Yeah. But then we'll have it next loop and we can go look in the chest and see if there's actually anything in there worth having. Wait, can I get turned around? No, I'm here already. I just have to wait for Sentius. Hey, buddy. Just gonna wait right here then.
Follow me, quickly.
Okay. So yeah, we can get the 1,000 denarii to buy the medicine that Lucretia wanted pretty easily. In fact, I don't... How much do I still have on me? 126. Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Because there's a chest... There's a chest over on the hill over there, right? Where we can get a couple hundred without stealing it. And then we can steal Sentius's... You really, really don't have to make me do this every time. Okay. It's wild that 3 interactions in length is the shortest. Is how long they thought that needed to be at its absolute shortest.
Stay away from my money.
You didn't even see me come in here. Line of sight. Okay, well that makes that easier. This is not breaking the golden rule. Dear Diary, today I'm celebrating. I made the easiest 1,000 denarii I've ever made by selling a way out to a desperate fool. Of course, it may have been the way out, may not have been the way out she was hoping for, but hemlock still counts. That'll teach her for insulting my hair. And since it didn't break the golden rule, I may have to try this again sometime. So yeah, the golden rule is definitely being selectively enforced, which is very interesting. And we just have to figure out why. Also, I'm going to go ahead and take this money right now, or we're going to reset
the many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay, now we have enough money to do probably whatever we need to do, right? So we'll just park ourselves over against the wall here and wait for the thing. Maybe we can buy the assassin's bow off of him. Just be like, I'll give you 10,000 denarii to go away. My assumption is that he does not actually know how to get back out, right? That he is just lying when he says he does. That is what he said, right? He did tell us he did think he could get back out. But he's over in the place where we fell in, so he probably fell in the same way. Well, not exactly the same way. Not like from the modern day. Alright. If I go... Nope, that's right. Going left doesn't work. Okay, yep. We've had this conversation before. Hush. It's super weird that you can't take the zip line from here to there, but you can take it from there to here when these two places are the same height. If the zip line works one way, it would work the other as well, I would imagine. All right, let's go through this area, not stop off in the bar. I'm actually kind of curious. If we just go out the back, can we end up there? No, I know. So, what's going on over here? Okay, well, this is certainly not up. A bottle of wine for some reason. Weird that it would be sitting in such an easy to find place and nobody would have taken it by now. And, thanks to our unique position, I guess we have access to an infinite number of them. Those are pretty. I mean, we could just jump down in the water, right? We know how to swim. Hi. Can I have your apple? Nope, I cannot, in fact, have your apple. Okay, this is something. Howdy. So I can't actually get out of here, or get out of the water up here. But this certainly seems important. The thing is, it doesn't actually look like it's accessible from anywhere else, right? There's no tunnel leading to that place. So we do actually have to figure out a way of getting out of the water here. Or we have to figure out some other method of... Maybe there's a... I was gonna say maybe there's a canoe or something we can get. Okay, that's weird. I mean, there's no way below the surface of the water. And we're not really going to be able to see any better from over here, I don't think. Like, I wanna get out of the water and get a better view. Cannot lean. Maybe I'm supposed to be able to jump across? Maybe if I go back to where we came out. Alright, let's try that. Let's see if we can... like, platform a little bit here. Don't steal anything. Don't hurt anyone. Don't. Okay, well, we're clearly not supposed to go through here, and as such, we will... Hi, can I just... These things are really stuck to the ground, huh? So wait. Is that going to be one of the statues that comes to life and turns into an archer? Yeah, it's all of the statues that are the women with this hair, right? So we could get in there once the golden rule has been broken, probably, as long as we could lure her far enough forward. Okay, that's interesting. Let's try to get to that ledge down in the lake.
Cerberus lifts his...
And then we're gonna do this. We're gonna try to get past that statue because I'm very curious what's in there.
Would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away.
Okay. So, from here, I do not think this looks so doable. I thought it looked like we could get from there maybe to over there, but Am I allowed to drop off the zip lines early? I wonder. There aren't any zip lines that go directly over it. There's this one. I don't know. This one, which I could probably drop off of to grab the flowers, maybe, if that is indeed a thing. Although there's no saying for sure it wouldn't like shatter my legs to do so. Oh, okay, that worked. Shoot. Not able to moderate the amount of forward force in my fall. Don't have a lot of air control, turns out. Okay, we can get up here from the water easily enough. Yeah, sometimes you press space on a thing and then your character just kind of like levitates for a while. It's not... the implementation could use work. Okay, that's really a bummer. Let me try coming back around here. If it is in fact the case that you are supposed to do this by, you know, via jumping puzzle, they should have done a better job of implementing all of the controls related to that. Okay. I mean, it's better to do it from higher up. But yeah, we're not really going to be able to do so. Let's just... Okay. And then if I approach this more like this... Okay. Yeah, there's no version of this that makes sense, right? Ugh. Does look like another bottle of wine there. What if there's some kind of magic? What if we're going to get access to some kind of magic that makes us able to stand on any kind of plant life? Right? Because there's vines that we can't climb because they won't hold our weight. There's the like bridge of vines, I think, that's up there. So yeah, there must be something about the plant life that will bear us up this way. Hi. A bunch of goose eggs laid by the city's goose. It is not stealing to take the eggs from a goose. Geese do not understand ownership. Or rather, geese have a very particular understanding of ownership, which is that everything is theirs and you can go to hell. I don't know. Geese are probably some very extreme form of anarchist. If you've ever seen a goose in the wild and just like watch the way it behaves, I think that's a reasonable guess.
Salve.
Yep. What you said there, friend. I bet if I jump off of this, we do not survive it. I bet they don't let me swim around down there. That's testable, but yeah, I guess let's test it. Yep. Some water is swimmable water. That water's fake. So, we're gonna call the episode in a second here. But let's go try and aggro that lady first. All right. And they make me watch him turn all the way around before I can even start the process of clicking through the conversation. What an implementation. What a world. Take this. All right, I did Mario stomp him, just so we're all clear. All right, is there a good crime to commit over here somewhere? Oh, hey, we found the theater. I think. The Myth of the Golden Rule by Duratas the Younger. as per our custom, I shall begin by paying my respects to the god responsible for this city. For our continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion, he deserves our admiration. But here I must depart from custom, for his attempted imposing strict rule upon us is oppressive and overreaching, and deserving of our contempt. I mean, that's just objectively true. Yeah, once again, plants that can't be... Why would there even be a chest on top of that column? We'll figure out the secret of plant magic at some point. Okay, so this is the other end of that, that zip line. So here's where you go if you go up in the back of town instead of down, right? Wow. It is remarkable that that stays standing. One of the last several bottles of wine in the city. These tunnels down here are a little bit more, extensive than I would have guessed. The bloodless shadows wander... Yeah, no, I know. So I hear. Well, now I've gotten myself all distracted by spelunkery. Okay, bunch of arrows, cool. I wonder why we are receiving so many arrows. Like, what is it that we are expected to have to do? Yeah, nothing else here except... Alright, we gotta figure out how to get plants to support our weight. That seems critically important. And in fact, perhaps far more important than any other thing. But like... I mean, it's basically gotta be magic, right? Okay, is this where the path back to town happens? May the gods be kinder to you than they were to us. Okay, that doesn't necessarily look like anything. I think it is a decorative house, not a functional house. Here's that other bottle of wine. Okay, yeah. So now we've looped around to the part of behind town that we are familiar with. Okay. Anyway, back up here. This is just overlooking town. I got very distracted there. This way will take us back up to... Yeah, here we go. Back up to where we could do that zip line. Hi. How you doing?
I can't move.
Yes, I know. Okay, no, there is no way to disengage early from a zip line. We are not given controls for that. Interesting. Alright, we could just steal from what's-her-name's chest in town, but I'd rather provoke this from further up so that we don't have to deal with the one that's standing at the mouth of the town. Is there really nothing around here for me to steal? We're about to get to the market. I can definitely break the golden rule in the market. Alright, I guess that's the play.
Greetings and salutations.
Greetings indeed. None of this stuff is interesting. Alright, I'll just help myself to that.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Yeah. Not very good shots, are they? Alright. Just gotta bait her out of the hallway. Almost. They have a very, sort of robotic suggestion to them, yeah? Okay. Wow, that's a lot of money, and also some arrows, and really, that's it? Well, that's not useful. Trying to get her to fire. Okay. Later. Yeah, okay, so we got about 10 million arrows and all of the money we could ever need. I'm not even sure what I took damage from there. It was not very much, whatever it was. You know, my health does not reset when we re-loop. That's interesting. I don't think I'd noticed that before. Okay. So, we have a huge amount of money. We have all of the arrows. We have a couple bottles of wine. Don't really know what to make of it. Alright, I think that's where we're going to call it for today. We gathered a lot of interesting information today. There are definitely some suspicions mounting about the nature of the Golden Rule and its enforcement. I don't really know, like... We have a lot of questions and no answers and not even really anything to go on just yet. But when you come back next time, we're going to figure something out and also maybe learn how to make magical friends with every kind of plant life. And we'll see you then.